So Cataract Canyon is a 41-mile stretch of river below the confluence of the Green and the Colorado. It used to be, when Lake Powell was completely full, it inundated 65% of the canyon. And you would run the big drops, which are some of the biggest rapids in the canyon, and sometimes while you were scouting the last big drop, you would see jet skis and houseboats or what have you. And around 2000, that all changed. There was a big drought, and the reservoir receded 100, 150 feet in a very rapid rate. And we started seeing rapids come back out. We started seeing the river flowing across its own sediments, and it slowly was carving those out. And we thought that this was just going to be a very short-term thing, and the lake was going to go back up to its regular reservoir level. But that didn't happen. And over the course of the last 15 years, the river has slowly started carving back more and more rapids in that area. About 5 years ago, a few of us really noticed that things were changing, and that kept on changing. Myself, two other guys, Bego, Gerhardt, and LeFabrve, we one day said to each other, wow, someone should really be keeping track of how much things are changing down there. And it was Pete who said, have you ever seen that movie Chasing Ice, about the glaciers receding up in Alaska? And I said, yeah, I've seen that movie. It was a great movie. He said, I wish someone did that with what's going on down in Cataract Canyon. And after a while, we figured out that all of us, myself, Bego, and Peter, were all taking pictures of the changes that were happening, and we decided to start putting them all together. So we then started matching all these photos that we had with places that we could tell were pre-reservoir affected. And then we also got our hands on old guidebooks and old river maps to help tell us where rapids before the reservoir were. And like the Les Jones scroll map that has not only a river profile, but the actual map, and then detailed listings onto where the old rapids were. And like the Les Jones scroll map that has not only a river profile, but the actual map, and then detailed listings onto where the old rapids were. And that proved to be a foundational document just to answer the simple question of when are other rapids going to come back, where are they going to come back, and what are they going to look like when they do. So in the spring of 2019, we knew there was going to be really high water down in Cataract Canyon. We also knew that there was a very good chance that Gypsum Canyon Rapid could come back out, because the reservoir was really low. So the reservoir is normally 3,700 feet above sea level when it's full. It was at 3,575 and lower in the spring last year. And so we contacted Glen Canyon National Recreation Area and got a scientific monitoring permit to be able to put a time-lapse camera at Gypsum Canyon Rapid. And it has been rolling down there since we put it in March. Gypsum Canyon Rapid has come back to the point of being a riffle right now, and we think it's within 10 feet of being back out in its actual location. Granted, there's still got to be a lot of mud that moves from it. We spent the whole summer collecting a lot more photos, collecting and matching a lot more photos, and now we've got the interest of a lot of people who are scientists by degree. We got people who know how to gather and collect data in a formal fashion. It really is happening right before your eyes. Like, we literally could see banks collapsing. You could see how silt is getting flushed out of river or side streams and the side canyons. It's all just trying to restore itself down there.
And as you're cruising through, you can see like when it's high water and the sediments coming down as you're cruising by, it's like mini geologic time, like erosion. So you can see how things are forming and how it's like clumpy slope and cliffy from the clay, and so it's kind of like a mini canyon as you're cruising through, but eroding at a our time frame.